Okay, so I'm Gareth from SmashMouthMetal. I'm here at Lloyd's Recordings with the boys from Exiles of Elysium. Introduce yourself.
Do you want to go first?
I'm Tom, I'm the guitarist.
I'm Andrew, I'm the vocalist.
I'm Tom, the drummer.
Thanks for coming up, boys. So let's just jump straight into it then. Exiles of Elysium. You formed early last year,
Yep.
I believe. Can we go a little bit into how you all came together?
I'll start that then. Me and Tom we've been jamming and stuff for years and years, and we knew each other through school and stuff, and we just were in bands and stuff that didn't really work out, and then came together and said we want to get another band together. So me and Tom and our bassist got together and we were just jamming some stuff, and then we met this one at Planet in the nightclub and drunk.
Stumbled up there I overheard them talking and they're like, oh, we need a vocalist, and I drunkenly stumbled up, I was like, I can do vocals, get me in! And
so
then,
we brought him in, and then along came Saul with him, and then that's how we came to
still
be.
they were looking for a second guitarist, and I knew one of my mates, Saul, is our current guitarist. I went to school with him, and then he joined, and that's our current lineup since 2014.
That's okay then. So, obviously you're a hardcore metal band. Yeah, so where do you take your influences from? Is there anyone that, in particular band that completely inspires you?
There's many bands.
I play The Brave, The Ghost Inside, Parkway Drive.
Yeah, we have different sorts of metal influences, anything from Killswitch Engage to The Ghost Inside, bits of
Yeah, a lot of us have a lot of different influences. Tom's a lot of Guns N' Roses.
I'm into Guns N' Roses. Black Stone Cherry, I take a lot of influence from Black Stone Cherry, the drummer, I listen to it all the time and like to pick up on things. You can take anything from any style of music really and just adapt it to what you're doing. That's what we sort of do.
Yeah, I think that works well for us, having so many different influences. We can bring them all together to hopefully make something a bit different.
Yeah, I've seen some of your stuff online, your YouTube, and it's pretty heavy stuff, do you know what I mean? It's good stuff, and definitely with the Ghost Inside sort of influences, we saw them live not so long ago. They supported us in Alexandria, and it was an eye-opener for me because I've never really gone to see a hardcore band play, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing yourselves as well. It's kind of so you've all got your own individual influences, and I'm assuming you've got your own individual styles when it comes to your writing, your vocals, your drums. So can you talk a little bit about how you get on with?
Yeah, when we started out with the track, we usually me and Saul come up with a few riffs and go from there. Really, we don't really have any specific.
There's nothing really to go to, right?
Usually lay down guitars. Tom will add a drum pan over it, see what fits best, and then pretty much once once a verse is wrote, a chorus is wrote, I'll start laying down the vocals, find a pattern for the vocals that fit.
Yeah. I think because Tom and Saul write a lot of stuff at home as well. They just jamming. They'll put something on Facebook for us, and I'll say, what do you think of this? And we'll say, we can work on it and stuff like that. And then if one of us has got an idea, I'll come and go, I really like this drum fill or something. I want to put this in there, or I like this drum groove, and then I'll put that in there, and we just all work around each other.
Yeah, we have a rule where if one of us doesn't like it, we have to really like it to put it in the song. So if one of us doesn't like it, we scrap it and we'll start again from scratch.
Yeah, we're all going to be 100% on what we're writing.
It's a good idea we do, really, isn't it? Okay then, so let's get into the nitty gritty about it. This EP that you're laying down. Can you tell us anything about that?
Yeah, do you want to take this one? Do you want me to take this one?
Yeah, it's called Stories, and we're going to be recording it in September at Avenue Studio down in Surrey. Just booked out to that, and
5 tracks is it?
5-track EP.
Could be a 5-track, yeah.
Got a few more to write on it.
Yeah,
got 3 of the tracks done, so we've got 2 more to do.
Just writing one at the moment as well.
So, tell me a little bit more about Stories.
We've currently got 3 songs that are going on it. We're trying to make it a 5-track EP. The reason it's called Stories is because all the songs do tell a different story. You got Backbones, which is pretty much standing up for yourself, never taking heat off anyone. Just be yourself, don't let anyone push you around. You got Solitude, that's kind of personal to me. It's about how my dad left me when I was young, so it's about how you don't really need anybody in your life.
A lot of feeling in there, maybe, a lot of emotion, sort of.
Definitely, it's pretty much saying that you don't need them to be in your life, you don't need them to. It's relating to Backbones, you just don't take heat again off anyone.
It's a good release though, isn't it? It's a good release for you, because when you write something like that personal to yourself and you play it, you turn it into something positive, then it
Yeah, it's pretty much getting rid of all the negative things in your life. A lot of our songs are about that. We used to write quite angrily, but now we managed to make like all these negative emotions, trying to turn it into a positive message. And we've also got Prevailer. That's pretty much about having your friends with you, always being there for your friends, family, that means a lot to you. But at the same time, if people don't want to be part of your life, so be it, let them. And that's kind of the 3 tracks that we've got. We're writing 2 more, we're currently in the process of writing 1 at the moment. We don't have a name for it, but we still have to figure out what story we want to put behind that, because that's what takes me the most time to think about, because I don't want to just write it and push it out there if it doesn't have a meaning.
We may end up putting up one of the older songs onto the EP if we like it. We're gonna get this one right, and then I guess we'll have a look back at all the other songs and see what fits best, really, I guess. Because we kind of want some of our old stuff to go on as well, not all new stuff. So it'd be good to get a bit of a mix. So we'll have to look back and think what's best.
But talking of your old songs, the music video that you've got out at present is Fall to Ashes, and it looks like you had a bit of fun making that video. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you tell me a little bit about how you went about doing all of that?
Yeah, well, just literally a home video. We just took our phones, recorded that at the studio when we were recording, and took it back to Andrew's house and edited it on his computer.
Yeah, I think
literally.
It was meant to be a nice professional looking thing. Like we were gonna have like all the camcorders, and we were gonna like plan a nice video and think about it really well, and then we just didn't. And then we wanted to do like a little bit of a studio diary thing while we were at the studio, and then we thought we might as well just turn it into the video, and then we've got a bit of like the recording and the playing, and then a little bit of us walking around Warsaw and stuff like that, and then going into Subway. Obviously we've got the Subway bit in there, and
it was a good laugh, that was.
in the car. Yeah.
I hate that car journey.
Why?
It's horrible. The traffic was horrible.
Yeah, we were trying to. That's the point. We were trying to get a time lapse of the car going really fast, like, but there was traffic the whole way, so we couldn't get it. We were just going so slowly, and like it just wouldn't look good at all. And we were so annoyed with that. And then eventually, when it opened up, we got it. And we were like,
Towards the end of the journey, I was just there constantly with the phone, just waiting. About half an hour just there, and the road cleared up. I was like, go, quick! Just had to record that. Man, luckily it worked out alright.
Yeah, it is. It's been put together pretty well.
It's
a good video. It's a fun video.
It's just a little bit of fun. That's what it is.
I was reading the lyrics as well, man, and it's kind of like quite deep as well.
Yeah.
The song seems quite deep, and it fits. You've got that brooding sort of emotional kind of word into your song, and then you've got this fun video in the background playing. It works really well. It's just well done.
Yeah,
that's a lot of thing what we're doing, isn't it? Like we've got a lot of sort of negativity and lots of deep meanings in the songs, but it's just turning it into positive stuff. Like it's a release then, and you turn it into positive. It can't affect you.
I think it's just how we are as people. Like, there's no point being constantly negative. It's not going to achieve anything. You've always got to try and think the best that you can. So we pretty much incorporate that into everything we do.
Have a bit of fun with that on the way as well.
Yeah, you got to have fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Stops being fun and
Yeah.
you do it.
Yeah, we're all really close anyway. Like we're all best mates, and still go out and have a beer and.
Or 20.
Well, you have about 1.5 beer, and then you're like.
Alright then, so plans for your future. Where do you really see yourself going? What would you like for Exiles of Elysium?
I think every band's got as the view that if they can be stable in what they're doing and they're playing shows and they can make good money off it, or they can live reasonably well just doing what they love doing, like playing the music and stuff, like I'll be happy with that. Like that'd be amazing.
It's nice to make it our profession.
Yeah.
Where we just have a lot to do without it.
I think my main goal is to play a festival and just have the crowd singing your words back to you. That'd probably make me the happiest I can ever be.
And that kind of brings me into your upcoming gigs. Now you're through to the semi-finals of SmashMouthMetal to the masses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well done. That's awesome. Do you know what I
Thank you
mean?
very much.
So that, if you go through now and you win the finals, that's you on the new blood stage. You know what I mean? So how's that? How are you feeling about that, man?
Nerve-wracking.
nervous, but it is a huge break for us. If we could play Bloodstock, that'd mean a lot to us.
It'd be amazing. That would we haven't really gone into these heats being like, oh, we're gonna win. You know, we've gone into it thinking it's a gig. You know, we're still getting out there. We're still gigging around. We're still putting our stuff out there, and what comes of it comes of it. If we get through, then that's gonna be amazing. If not, we've give it a good go, and we'll
give it out. Every time we go, we give it out.
We'll carry on going and wait for the next thing to come along. Get stuck in on that.
Okay, man. So aside from obviously the Metal to the Masses thing, have you got any other gigs coming up?
Yeah, we've got one on April 27th. It's the Underground in Stoke. That's playing with a band called Incarcerated.
Heritage and Monasteries as well. They're playing with us.
It's the EP release for Incarcerated, isn't it? So
and then on May 2nd we've got one in Corby, which is with the Tristan Clean. That's like a mini all-day festival sort of thing.
So it was meant to be like a 5-band gig, and then we got back to the promoter, he added us on anyway, and it's turned into like a half-day, full-day festival.
Right, so there as well, and then
yeah, Tristan Clean.
Yeah, they're a pretty cool band.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one, hopefully.
So we played with the Tristan Clean at Fiction as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
So good.
They were really good live, so we're happy to get down. It's getting out as well, like we've not been down in Corby.
Yeah, we played mostly shows, Birmingham, Wolverhampton, Walsall. So it's good to
get out.
Spread your wings a bit.
Yeah, sort of go a bit further afield. It's an experience at the end of the day, isn't it? Like, be good to go do more shows like that and get out and just have fun with it.
Yeah, man. Alright then, well, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for coming along.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Say goodbye to the camera.
Bye.
Say goodbye. Hi to mum.